All right, good morning. It is Friday, June 20th, 2025, and a couple days ago, we had the power go out in the morning, right in the middle of my live stream. Just interruption after interruption, and today, the water is out. There's a huge water main break that happened just this morning. I think there's construction nearby that... Now we don't have water, so it's just one thing after another. It's crazy. The show must go on. People need to use the bathroom or whatever, even though you can't flush. If in an emergency situation, you technically have one flush because of the tank on top of your toilet. But beyond that, the kids are like, oh no, what do we do? Luckily, we have one of those hard plastic kiddie pools in our backyard, and the kids have been, splashing around in it and sticking their feet in it to sunbathe and all that. And I've been filling up just like a Home Depot bucket and, hold your breath, dump it in, and that's our flush. So it works. It works. It's not the authentic flush. No bidet for you, right? So needless to say, sadly, I am without a shower this morning because, even like big local businesses around us are without water right now too. It's crazy. The school nearby is without water. I mean, just, there's supermarkets and whatever. Everybody's without this water. So, yeah, it stinks. Feels like we're kind of, living in the dark ages. The power goes out. The internet was very spotty yesterday. And here we are without water. So, yeah, so I'm stinky right now. I did put deodorant on. I have a really good, the Gillette Cool Wave. That's a good one. So I'm feeling Cool Wave, but also wishing I could have brushed my teeth this morning. I guess I could put mouthwash in and then brush the mouthwash. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that after this live stream. But I literally feel like we're camping at our house. It's just like, what do you do? Oh man. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know why you're saying rock, paper, scissors, but that feels like either a red, maybe it's a red herring. Are you throwing red herrings at me? I knew it. Rock, gosh dang it. Film, seal, scissors, poetic, paper, button, museum, snake, shoot, thread, hitman, record or record, needle, undertaker. Wait a minute, I do know some of these. And tape. So, okay. Brett the Hitman Hart, the Undertaker. Okay. So, see, I didn't fall into your trap. You tried to lead me to the red herring. Not gonna happen. Very funny. Very funny. You wouldn't just outright give me the answer like that. I'm smarter than that. Okay, so how about needle on a record? Oh, you guys, I was cooking dinner and everything, working on stuff, and I listened to, I think, 10 different albums for LPs. I listened to, vinyl records all day yesterday. It was so good. Mostly from the jazz era, some things from Brazil, some things from Cuba, cha-cha kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. So record and needle being together right there feels really good. However, I know they probably don't go together because I also see thread, needle and thread, button, maybe scissors. Oh, it could be tape. I don't know. Items in a sewing kit. Perfect. Okay. And then, the other one is videography, right? To tape something, to shoot something, to film something, and to record on a camera. There it goes. And it's a green category. Nice. I always feel funny saying, it rolls off the tongue, right? When I talk to my classes about filming, and I say, okay, I want you to film these shots occasionally I'll say, let's, shoot these. And just the way that I say it, sometimes it comes out as like, okay, I want you to shoot each other. It's like, no, don't say that. It's like, no, film each other, record videotape of each other. But you can't even say tape because it's all digital now, right? There's no tape involved at all. So it's funny, right? If we just the lingo is somewhat non-PC lately. Let's see. So poetic, paper, museum, and seal. What do those have to do with each other? Wax. Oh, funny. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Actually, this was a very, very approachable puzzle today. Wax museum, wax paper, wax poetic. Oh, you're waxing poetic. And then wax seal. My kids actually have a wax seal set. And we can, press a wax seal onto the back of an envelope. It's pretty cool. All right. Leave it to a 90s kid to get the pro wrestler icons first. Hitman for Bret the Hitman Hart. The Rock, right? Dwayne The Rock Johnson got his start not as an actor, as a WWF wrestler. Snake. I forget who Snake was. Who was the Snake? There was gold. What was it? Gold something? I forget. Anyway, and then the Undertaker, Kane and the Undertaker. They were supposed brothers. They're all actors, right? It's very fake, but everyone just, rallies around it. The yellow category today was items in a sewing kit, right? You might have a spare button, some needles, scissors, and thread. And then to capture on video, right? This is it's right up my alley, right? I teach videography. I teach photography, video, and TV broadcasts. So for me to, spot those ones third is a little embarrassing, but okay. Really, it was because you guys were talking about rock, paper, scissors there. Capture on video, to film, to record, to shoot, and to tape. It's funny that we still say tape. I mean, reel-to-reel editing was decades ago, but we still refer to it as taping something. It's funny. And then wax blank, right? A fill in the blank. Wax museum, wax paper, the lesser of, there's parchment paper, which is way better. Parchment paper can hold up in the oven. Wax paper cannot, so be careful there. And wax poetic. If you're feeling sappy, you might wax poetic. And then wax seal. A dusting sweep. There's even shoot, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah, I wasn't going to fall into your red herring trap. I knew it. Okay. And let's play the mini, which, looking beyond this, looks like it is not so mini. Okay. Organization defending individual rights. PETA is human or animal rights. I don't know. We'll come back. Repeated words that lead up to a big cheer. A big cheer. Repeated words, maybe rah rah. I don't know. That might be wrong. That might be totally wrong. What puzzle solvers don't look down on? What puzzle solvers don't look down on? I don't know. That could be anything. A big cheer. Hooray. I don't know. These are probably all wrong. Hathaway, who starred in The Princess Diaries. Of course, that's Anne Hathaway. Garment on which it's totally acceptable to get food stains. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one is totally wrong. And actually, that one might be correct. That's funny. That's a total guess. Garment on which it's totally acceptable to get food stains. How about an apron? Doing the dishes or mowing the lawn sounds like a chore. Younger sister to Bart. Older sister to Maggie. That's Lisa. Lisa Simpson. Okay. Blank daisy. Like oopsie daisy? That's opsy. That doesn't fit. I don't know. Maybe we'll get it on the other ones. A bit of laughter. Bit of laughter. Haha. Maybe. Image of a compass for Safari. That's an icon. Icon. Oh, that's cute. Okay, look at this one. Repeated words that lead up to a big cheer. Hip hip hooray. That's cute. Okay, what puzzle solvers don't look down on a cross? Oh, I do know this one. ACLU. Okay, but wait a minute. So what was... Oh, upsy daisy. Upsy. It's not oopsie. Upsy. La la or rah rah, right? Organization defending the individual rights. I know the term the ACLU. What does ACLU stand for? Of course it is. American Civil Liberties Union. I knew that. I really did know that. American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. Civil rights for everybody. Repeated words that lead up to a big cheer. Hip hip hooray. Nobody ever says that, do they? I've never said that. Not on purpose. What puzzle solvers don't look down on. Across. Down, across. That's cute. A big cheer. Hooray. Anne Hathaway, who starred in The Princess Diaries. Garment on which it's totally acceptable to get food stains on an apron. Doing the dishes or mowing the lawn. Chore. Younger sister to Bart Simpson. Older sister to Maggie Simpson. That's Lisa. And then upsy daisy. Not oopsie daisy. Upsy daisy. Bit of laughter. Ha ha. Image of a compass for Safari is their icon. Nice. Now, before I commit myself to not looking at the Wordle there, John Marco just said Wordle is tough today if you don't know the word in general. Okay, so I hope that I do know this word then. Let's see. What should we start off with? Ooh, should we hit... Okay. That's so terrible. I hate this word. We're going to do it. Moist. And a little bit of help. There's a T in there. How about... There's one. Plead. P-L-E-A-D. That's a non-intersecting word. Oh, look at us. So there's a P, there's an E-A. Well, I don't know if they go together. They might not go together. Let's not assume here, right? Can I come up with one more? Oh, totally. Look at this. W-R-U-N-G. Rung. That's a non-intersecting word. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. We have all 5 letters, guys. We have all 5 letters. Okay. So we've got more vowels than I think we need. So where do they go? It's not a P word. What if it's a T? Top, that's a word. Top is a color, isn't it? Like mauve and top. Let's try it. Because the U has to go in the middle, and I don't disagree with the location of any of the others. Okay. We're good. We're good, guys. We're good. Mixed Bag, how you doing? Welcome aboard. As a general rule, I don't look at the Wordle during the Wordle, or I don't look at the chat during the Wordle. Excuse me, I don't look at the chat during the Wordle. It's totally fine to speculate and stuff, but I tend to want to sort of like productively struggle through it myself. I don't know, I'm weird like that. Just specifically on the Wordle, I joke and say it's going to make me live longer. But yeah, John Marco, you are absolutely right. If you don't know the word, you don't know the word, right? Top. Let me show you. T-A-U-P-E, top. Oh, I thought it was a color. Yeah, color. What is the color top? It's a gray-brown. But this is saying other things too. Check this out. Look at this. Okay, top is a color. In French, top means mole. When I think of top, I think of this kind of blah brown. Like barely anything brown. Right? That's top to me. Interesting. Okay, yeah. No, I when I searched it, it came up as... I know, what from Curio yesterday to top. What the heck? Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, you know what really saved me here is I was very glad that we got the U in that third non-intersecting word. I'm super, super fortunate to have gotten that U in the middle. Also very fortunate to have gotten all 5 letters in one go. That's the power of this non-intersecting word theory I have, to be able to line up all 15 letters out of 26. And we knocked out all 5 letters, including a U right in the middle, which is super, super fortunate. So, top, kind of an off brown, sad beige. Do you ever watch? You ever look at Sad Beige? Sad beige clothes for sad beige children. Super funny. Okay, and then our Strands puzzle today looks like this. There we go. Okay. Just a dusting. So if you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search. We're trying to find the words that are in this puzzle. There's 8 of them, really 7 of them, and one is a spangram that goes all the way across, up and down, or left and right, or right and left, or down to up, right? It could be backwards, as we saw before. If you're not sure kind of what the theme truly means, you fully uncover it after a little while. I see the word cocoa, and you can have a dusting of... oh, my gosh. You can have a dusting of chocolate. Like baby powder. You might dust. Right? Baby powder. What other... Maybe these are just powders, right? Baby powder, cocoa powder. Itching powder. Okay, we're on to something here. I think this is the true meaning. Yeah, this is the true... We've uncovered it, sports fans. I see ing. Oh, yeah. Blasting powder. Oh, duh. Here's the spangram. Powders. Talcum powder. We've got 2 more. Of course, baking powder. Lots of INGs in this puzzle, isn't there? Oh, yeah, chili powder. I actually used a little bit of chili powder last night. I made a really nice, like, seafood gumbo. It was really good. It was really good. It had, like, andouille sausage in it. I served it over rice. There's potato cut into it, corn. Oh my gosh, was it good. And then, you know, all sorts of seafood, shrimp and mussels, good stuff. Yeah, it was very good. Seriously, it was very, very good. Okay, just a dusting. This is all about powders. So the strands, right? We got baby powder, cocoa powder. That's the first one we saw, cocoa powder. Chili powder, baking powder. Lots of ing words today. Blasting powder, itching powder. And then I thought this was like mutual or something. I was like, what is this? Talcum powder. Just a dusting. Okay, and let's do letterboxed. Okay, so we're trying to solve in 5 words today, which is a pretty average puzzle, isn't it? Except there's a Z. What are we going to do with Z there? So there's a Z, P, and M, C, Y, and U on one side, A, R, and T on the other side, E, O, and I. Okay. Trying to solve in 5 words. We got to get rid of that Z, probably first thing. What are we going to do for that Z? How about topaz? Oh, but that ends on a Z. So the problem is the next word, I need to start with a Z. So we might go... There's no N. I could say like enzyme. Because there's a Y in there too. E-N. There's no N. There's no H. If there was an H, we could say Zephyr. Polter? Like poltergeist? Okay, I think we're in for it, guys. This is going to be a tricky one. I will write down topaz. I don't want to forget that if I'm like, dang, I need that Z because I erased everything. Topaz. Creamy. That's a good word. Use guys. Hey, use guys. the Philadelphia plural. Use guys. No, let's see, Philly you would say yins. Like Ewans. Like New Jersey, it was very common to hear use guys. Or let's see. I never used either. I think it was yins. Maybe yins was like further west, like Pittsburgh. That one technology guy, he says yins quite a bit. When he does like PC reviews and, you know, latest tech news and stuff in his shorts. I'm trying to remember his name. But he says yins a lot. Okay, how about rezip? What do you mean rezip is not a word? What are you going to do after you've zipped your coat and you unzipped your coat and then you want to put it back on? You're going to re-zip your coat. You're going to re-zip your coat. I don't agree with that one at all. I don't agree with that one at all. Re-zip doesn't work. Re-tip. How come re-tip is a word, but I don't like that at all. Okay, I think you're right. I think we need to play the word crazy instead of creamy. And then your, and then re-tip. Okay, so watch this. So let's go CR. Ah, we can't play crazy because R and A are on the same side. You led me astray. How dare you? Dang it. But at least I wrote those words down so I don't forget them. Okay, not to worry. Not to worry. Topazic? If something is topazed. No, all good. All good. Reaper, don't worry about it. It's all right. I'm still trying to figure out how to play this puzzle. Don't worry. It's an enigma. Let's see. So was I onto something? Retip. Put. Oh, yeah, we just need to connect. Okay. Hold the phone. We just need to get over to the T for topaz. Okay, so we were creamy. E-A-M-Y. And then your. Y-O-U-R. What did we play next? Retip. Why is retip a word? Rezip is not a word, but retip is a word. I don't know. The world's full of mysteries, isn't it? Okay, that's 3 words out of the 5. And then P for, what did you say? Put. Yeah, easy. P-U-T, and then get us over to topaz. T-O-P-A-Z to get rid of that dumb Z. There we go. Interesting that a puzzle that has a Z in it, and we have to do it in 5. Usually that's a tougher one. We got to solve it in 6. A little surprised by that. There it is. Okay. So creamy, the Y led to your, and then the R led to retip. I tried rezip, but it didn't like that. So retip, and then I guess like an arrow. If you were to put a new tip on an arrow, you're retipping the arrow. Yeah, but I could also see rezip being a word. Why is rezip not in that? That's just weird. Okay, and then the P leads to put, and then the T leads to topaz for that dumb Z at the end. How did they solve it yesterday? Let's see. Kebab and bewitchment. Bewitchment. Bewitchment is a word and rezip is not. How does this work? Kebab. Oh, I could go for a kebab right now. If only our local stores and restaurants and all were not without water. We are 100%, our whole neighborhood, I mean thousands of customers, including businesses, including schools, are all without water right now, which just sucks. F in the chat for no water at my house. We'll wait for it to come on. I don't know when that'll happen. It might be a while. Okay. Let's recap. So we got the connections puzzle. And leave it to a kid from the 90s to get the pro wrestling icons first, the blue category. Bret the Hitman Hart, The Rock, right? The Snake. Who was The Snake? I was going to look that up. Jake the Snake? Wasn't it Jake? Wait a minute. I just had like a little like a brain bubble. Hold on. Jake Roberts, Jake the Snake. Yep. Jake the Snake. There it is. Jake the Snake. Yep. And then the Undertaker. The Undertaker. And then his like brother. I don't think they were actually brothers, but Kane. That's funny. All right. It's all an act. It's all just very carefully choreographed, and occasionally people get hurt. People go and hope people get hurt. That's all it's about. All right, the yellow category. I was big into wrestling. I had the video games. I had T-shirts. I had, I even had like goofy like Kevin Nash blow up doll, or not blow up, but like in plushie that you could like beat up and it would make noise. I was big into that. NWO, WCW, the whole thing. I look back at that like, man, that's so silly. But you have to believe in something, right? When you're a little kid, you got to believe in something. Items in a sewing kit. Button, needle, scissors, thread. Capture on video, right? We refer to it as taping something, even though we haven't used tape in decades. Film, again, using to film, to record, to shoot, and to tape. And then I love this one, the purple category. Wax blank. Nice fill in the blank here. Wax museum, wax paper, to wax poetic, and then using a wax seal. Love that. Okay, a little bit bigger puzzle today. The mini crossword was not as mini today. The organization defending individual rights, that is the American Civil Liberties Union. Civil liberties, which are sadly wearing thin these days. Repeated words that lead up to... Oh, sorry. There. Hello. Repeated words that lead up to a big cheer. Hip, hip, hooray. What puzzle solvers don't look down on. So funny. A cross and down. Anne Hathaway, who starred in The Princess Diaries. It's a great one. Garment on which it's totally acceptable to get food stains. An apron. At least you're not getting it on, some other piece of clothing. Doing the dishes or mowing the lawn. Those sound like chores. Younger sister to Bart, older sister to Maggie. These are the Simpsons, right? Lisa Simpson. Upsy daisy. At first I thought oopsie daisy, and it came out as opsy daisy. No, upsy daisy. Bit of laughter. Haha. And then the image of a compass for Safari is their icon. And then John Marco, thanks for the heads up that this was a tricky puzzle, and it was. I started with the word moist, which gave me a T. And then I tried a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those first five, which was plead, which gave me a P and an E and an A. And remember how I said, oh, there's an EA. I'm so glad I got it out of my head that it was not EA. It's not at all. The E was at the end and the A was near the beginning. And then we tried a third non-intersecting word, and lucky for us, the combination of letters that made that work was rung, W-R-U-N-G, and then the U was right in the middle. So then I'm like, okay, so there's only two consonants. Maybe it's like one before, one after. So I'm thinking, where does that go? It's not a P word. Could have been a word starting with a vowel, I guess. But I started with the T. And then another bizarre word that we had yesterday. We had remember bilge, right? It's like, where are these words coming from? Such a mixed bag of words today. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you were saying it in the chat already. Yeah. That Jake the Snake. Thanks, ChatGPT. Did you not watch wrestling? Maybe you didn't watch wrestling. Bag. Top is a color. Oh, we were talking about all the different the powders, different powders. We'll get to that in a minute here. We're talking about gumbo. Holy smokes. Poulter. What was... Why am I not seeing it? I was looking for the... Oh, curio. That's right. Curio. Like a curio cabinet. Yeah, a couple of strange words lately. I know they're not running out of words. There's thousands of 5-letter words. All right, and today's Strands was just a dusting. Dusting as in powder. So these are all different powders. There's cocoa powder, baby powder, chili powder, baking powder, blasting powder, which is like gunpowder, itching powder. I think is like a joke. You put itching powder on a friend and then suddenly they're itchy all over. And then talcum powder. Isn't talcum powder just baby powder? Hold on. Talcum powder and baby powder are related but distinct products. While baby powder often refers to a powder to soothe a baby's skin, it can be made with either talc or cornstarch. Talcum powder is specifically a type of baby powder that uses talc as its main ingredient. Okay, so if it's made of talc, it's talcum powder. If it's cornstarch or talc or a mix, then it can be called baby powder. Talc, a mineral, has been linked to health concerns, including cancer, due to potential asbestos contamination. Oh my gosh. As a result, many manufacturers are shifting to a cornstarch-based baby powder. Oh, well, that's not good. I don't want that. All right, and then we finished off today playing Letterboxd. The word creamy, and then your, Y led to your, and then R for retip, and then put, and then the T led us to topaz. So thanks for that little detour at the end. Who said that? Was that? Yeah, that was Callie. Good old Callie can always lead us in the right direction. I had up to retip, and then I had topaz in mind, but I was like, maybe we just need to start over. No. We just needed to get like a connector word to get over to the T for the word topaz. So thank you for that. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, sadly, my water is out today. Golly, it's just one thing after the other. The internet's out, and then the power goes out, and then the internet's out again, and now the water is out. There is a little bit of construction going on nearby, so I wonder if that's part of it. But man, oh man, when you don't have like the necessities of life, you feel it. You really feel it. Okay, well, if you enjoyed today, give it a like. Consider subscribing. We do this every day, so if you're liking it, we just, we'll play the puzzles. We'll play, as you can see down below, we play connections first, then the mini crossword, then the Wordle, and then Strands, and then Letterboxd. We have a lot of fun here. It's a good chat, good time, so I hope to see you on the next one. So, yeah, good stuff. I'll let you know when the water comes back on. Hopefully it's pretty soon. I even checked at the local school, and the school is out of water, and the custodian was like, why am I here? Everything I need to do, cleaning, all involves water. So I might just have them send us home. Like, please do. You need the day off. Those guys work very hard over the summer. I know, as a teacher in a school. Yeah, anyway, you guys are great. Thanks for a great stream. And I'll let you know when the water comes back on. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.